Hello, everyone, and welcome back or welcome to our very first episode of Sis Let's Talk. My name is Kamisha Whitaker-Moore, and I'm joined by my co host and amazing daughter, Kaylin. I also have my amazing and beautiful niece, Trinity. And I also have my amazing and beautiful and funny sister, Tammy. Today we're gonna be talking about who made you hard, or sis, who made you hard. We can go either way with this, a bad way, a good way, whatever. But today we're just gonna talk about who made us hard and talk about those things that made us who we are today. People that contributed really good nuggets into our lives. Some contributed negative things into our lives, but still had a positive effect on us later on in life. So we're going to get right into the episode and we hope you guys enjoy. All right. Hello, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon.
Hey.
So, who made you hard? Sis, who made you hard? Who wants to go first? This is going to be popcorn style.
Tammy.
Tammy wants to go first? All right. So, this is voluntold. All right. So, Tammy, who made you hard?
I believe my mom made me hard.
Gotcha.
My dad for sure made me hard.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you made me hard in
Gotcha.
just different situations
Okay.
that you go through.
So, when we say hard, what are we talking about? So, for the people who don't know, for the people in the back, tell them what that hard means. For me, for you, it could be me. It can mean something totally different. But for you, tell us what that means.
I think it means like help me along my journey of life
Yeah.
to do like positive things
Mhm.
or things I probably didn't want to hear but needed to hear, you know.
Mhm.
So and it just help me grow up.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. Who's next?
I'll go.
Trin, Caitlin. Okay, go ahead.
You made me hard.
Okay.
So, but you made me hard because like my confidence, the growth, just life in general.
I got you. Okay. Trinity, what about you? Who made you hard, girl?
I think everybody I've ever encountered
Yeah.
in some way or form
Yeah.
has made me, I won't say hard, but tough
Yeah.
in something. I think most of it is Tammy because
Yeah.
she raised us, but I think anybody from when I was young, being at Chris' house all the time,
Yeah.
middle school, high school, leading all the way up to like DJ.
Yeah.
Somebody's made me tough in every way.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Makes
I know for me, it was definitely my parents. Definitely Odell Perkins, Ethel Joyce Perkins. I'm gonna throw Myrtle Faye in there too because she definitely made me hard. Honestly, from confidence boosters to being made fun of at school, being made fun of as an adult, being picked on, cheated on, lied to, all the things. Those types of situations in different parts of my life made me hard or made me understand or realize what I, number one, what I would accept, what I won't accept, what I can tolerate, what I won't tolerate, and honestly, how much weight that I can bear on these two shoulders of mine and still function. Because honestly, as a single mom raising children, it is hard. That's one thing by itself, and everyone here knows that. But Trinity, we know how life can be, especially when it's when you're raising your children, right? So then you go from being the mom, raising your children, and it's so hard. It's just like you want to cry for help, but then who's going to help you? Because honestly, you're in that situation. You don't know. Sometimes you don't know what to do. And with me, I grew up with my children. I was 20 when I had Caitlin. And so I was still young, still immature, and we all grew up together. So it was learning lessons, curves, and different things like that. But life will teach you, and life be lifing out here. And so once you get to a point in your life to where you think you have it figured out, guess what? You don't.
Something else.
You're thinking that you're coming up like 2 steps and then you're knocked 3 steps back. And so life be lifing. And honestly, all of that contributes to who we are today, who made us hard, who made us tough, and all the things. Do you think that sometimes you could be too hard?
Yes.
Explain.
Just by being like just a strong individual, not wanting somebody to make the decisions, like go half and half on the decision, like me solely making the decision. I feel
Right.
like that's a hindrance. in a relationship because it's supposed to be 50-50
Right.
and not 100 and 0. So that's
Right.
why I say sometimes it can be.
I got you. I got you. I totally agree with that too, because raising my children by myself and honestly being a single mom for a long period of time, you get into a mode of you're superwoman and you're Superman. You know, I celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day. So
Right.
because that's who we were in raising our children, but yet and still, once you find a mate and once you're in a relationship, compromising was a hard thing for me, especially, you know, when me and Mark got married. It was hard for me to say, hey, listen, this is what I'm going to do. And then he was like, well, I don't think that we should do that. Who you talking to?
That's very
Right.
hard.
So it is hard because number one, I'm used to being that person who made every decision in my household. I didn't yes, very much so independent. I didn't have to talk to anybody. I didn't have to ask anybody's opinion of what I was going to do with my 3 kids. But being in a relationship, sometimes you got to take that cape off. And sometimes when you take that cape off, you don't know what to do because that's the only thing that you know. Being a mom is the only thing that you know how to do. Trina, I see you laughing over there. What you got to say? Talk
It's
to me,
just
girl.
so true what you talking about. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know because I ain't a mom, but like watching y'all
Yeah.
as I grew up, and then you married. Now it's like
Yeah.
It
the
is
difference.
hard.
It's you can tell it's hard for them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Uh,
hard for me because like just watch my mom grow up and she having to make all the decisions, right? All the decisions. And then me having kids, I want to make all the decisions, but
Yeah.
I have to realize like they have dads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gotta
Yeah.
be
And
considerate.
And so I do have to be considerate. Do I like being considerate sometimes? No.
Right.
But I'm learning to be considerate.
Right.
I'm learning to be like, hey, I think we should do A, B, and C. What do you think?
Right.
Or I'm thinking we should do this for him, that for him. What do you think?
Right.
Like that's very hard because when they don't agree with me, I'm just like, all right, you can piss me off. So
Yeah,
you're not
for
gonna talk
real,
about it no more.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's just me. I don't know. I'm just learning to be able to, I guess, compromise.
Yeah. Compromise is a big thing, especially in relationships, no matter what. That's mom to daughter, daughter to daughter, sister to sister, mom to daughter. It doesn't matter. Father to daughter, all trying to
Man.
compromise. What you got, Trinity? Go ahead. Talk on
'Cause
it.
you
Talk
know-
on it, girl.
Since I've been like 18, I'm always out the house and back in, out the house, back in.
Yeah.
That right there makes a person tough too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me and my mom, we get along, you know, but sometimes we can butt heads.
Yeah.
And
I'm
And
strong
then
minded.
you are so strong minded. I think I'm strong minded too, but I think that I'm also really sensitive.
Yeah.
I try to be as self aware as much as I can be
Yeah.
and selfless.
Yeah.
But when it comes to sisters and like mom, it's
Yeah.
like
Like, you know,
I just gotta take a deep breath. And I try to take a deep breath, step out of it, think maybe what did I do?
Yeah.
And then I go about it. I try to be like that as much as I can.
I totally
And be a
understand.
big sis too.
Yeah.
Having sisters that look up to you literally,
Yeah.
even though they say they don't,
Yeah. We know what's up.
that puts you in a tough position too because you want to make
Different
all the
roles.
you want to be a role model.
Yeah.
You don't want to make mistakes, but it's life.
Yeah.
It's human. I'll make mistakes.
And another thing is too, I don't think another thing is too, like, I don't think that our kids realize that, I know they don't determine the amount of kids that we have. That's our choice. So
Right.
I have like 3 girls. So
Right.
I have 3 different attitudes coming at me at 3 different times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I try to do the right thing by all 3 girls. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because if I don't, Mama did this for Trinity, and she did this for Taylor, and she did
It's
this for
usually, it's
Talia.
usually for Trinity all the time.
Yeah, and I have no favorites. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you no lies. I have no favorites. I love all 3 of my girls the same, but they all 3 of them have different maturity levels.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to be on 3 different levels with my 3 girls.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still try to do exactly like deal with it the same way
Yeah.
I will with each and every single one of them.
I got
That's
you.
what happened up to us. Me, Chris, and Cameron, it's the same way. Even though mama don't have 3 girls, it's the same way. Like we get
I
into
agree.
it because we feel like sometimes in different situations, I would say it would be like, mama did this for you, but she didn't do that for me. But mama did this for you and she didn't do that for me. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's like you have to just consider everybody and like just how like the maturity level of everybody, you know. And like my mama, she got 3 kids, but all of us have different mindsets
Mm.
on different things. Like
Yes.
we got Chris, the money maker. We got me, and it's just like I got kids, and then work, and you got Cameron who trying to do basketball. So it's just like 3 different things going on at one time. Now I feel for her because I know I be coming on hard, and it's just like with my kids, I'm just like, what did I get myself into? Because it's already showing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Right.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
For
I-
real.
Cry,
I can
Pray.
say
pray, and cry.
Yes.
one thing y'all three used to always like, it don't matter. Well, Amisha would do the same for one.
Mm-hmm.
One get a whooping, all 3 y'all get whooping.
Oh yeah,
So she was spurring that because I just remember y'all noises so vividly. It sounded like all y'all was laughing, but I knew all y'all was getting whooping. And I was
Yeah.
scared I was next.
So yeah, I'm telling you, Tammy, you're for real. That is so true. With your 3 children, they all have different attitudes. They all have different mindsets. They are all so different. Their personalities are different. So how you treat one, you cannot treat them
Mhm.
all because they like Kaylin. She's like the tough girl, but she's really not. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Girl.
And so
yes.
then you have to come at her a little bit different. Then you come at Chris, and then you come at Cam. So it's but then it's like when they're all coming at you at one time, it's just like, oh my gosh, you do
Yes.
this number because you don't know
Jesus. Yeah.
what else to do.
Yeah.
And so you don't, and sometimes I don't even know the conversations that each one has had with me. And so you're really trying to go out here and try to do it for all 3 plus others. So, girl, it gets a little hard sometimes. And then trying to juggle all of that, it's really hard. So, and then now with Caitlin, I see her with her 2 boys. They're totally different boys. Mav is the baby. Teo is the oldest. And they're totally different too. So you're having to treat them totally different, but yet and still giving them the same love. They love the love. They love the snuggles and the hugs and stuff. But those attitudes, totally different. I feel for them boys, and it's gonna be tough. But honey, yes, and even in my my at my age, I'm still learning to be hard. And sometimes even at my age, I'm learning to be a little bit softer too, because I don't have to take all that on that I used to, or I don't have to take all that on that I thought I had to. Because sometimes in life, we are the situations that's presented to us in that particular season in our life. And so once that season has passed, we have room to kind of juggle. We have room to kind of loosen up. And so then at that point, we're good, and we can kind of learn who we are and relearn what, what we're not, and all of these things. And so life be life, and life is totally different for every last one of us. And even in our family, with our mom and different things like that. I was talking to Trinity on yesterday, and I was telling her, like, when I was young, mom made me tough, and she made me aware of me and who I was, right? And so Trinity said, you are definitely scorned by this. And I think that I am, but not in a bad way like it used to affect me. So a long time ago, I was younger, and I had some like lip gloss. You know how you go to the hair store, get the lip gloss or whatever? And so I put the lip gloss on my lips. And baby, when I thought I was cute, okay?
probably
I
was.
thought I was cute. And so my lips was really shining, okay? And I got a full set of lips, even as a grown woman. So you can imagine having a full set of lips as a kid and being like less than 100 pounds with full lips and a skinny face. Well, anyway, honey, I put that lip gloss on my lips, and my lips were shining. And my mom said to me, she said, baby, we have to be aware of our lips and different things like this, right? So basically, she was telling me them lips shining way too much, and they're big lips and they're shining. So tone it down in her way. Was she trying to hurt my feelings? No. But did she hurt my feelings? She did. But I was and at that point, it made me very self-aware of my lips, because people would always tease me about my lips, soup coolers and different things like that, because my lips were pretty big for a girl in middle school. But this is one reason why I never wore lipstick. I remember her. I remember that voice in my head about my lips. So
You can look at that like different ways. as
like
well.
how?
Like maybe because you're the girl, the oldest girl.
Mm-hmm.
So you were her first girl. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you was just too popping
No.
for her at that time. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? These are two two church going people who
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
or not who's not used to
You
that.
the oldest too?
and you're the
Right.
oldest girl, so you coming out of the room
Mm-hmm.
and your lips is full, which is already beautiful, whether that you know it or not. That's why people was picking on you because
Yeah.
your lips was beautiful. That's what they wanted back then too.
Right.
That they want today.
This is true.
And maybe she just wasn't ready for that stage.
Of the lip gloss was popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
And,
probably right. I
signs
never
of
thought
growing
about
up.
it like that. I never thought about it like that. And so, honestly, I'm gonna tell you this too. When you said that, it reminded me of this. As young women, and we're getting ready to start like our menses and different things like that, right? And this may be TMI for too much, but it reminded me of this. And you're right. I remember going to piano lessons with Granny Joyce, right? Mr. Robertson. So anyway, here at piano lessons, I started my cycle.
Mhm.
I didn't even know what it was because we never talked about stuff like that. We never talked about like sex and different things like that for me with my mom. It was like generalized conversations. Don't kiss boys. Don't do this. Don't get pregnant. All of that. So then anyway, on my way home, I told my Granny Joyce, and Granny Joyce was like, oh my goodness, let me get you to the house. So we left piano lessons early, made it out, drove all the way back to DeKalb, and Granny took me home. And so anyway, I go into the restroom and my mom comes in and I'm showing, Granny Joyce is talking to my mom and I show my mom. And so she slams the door in my face. She did.
Aw.
She did. And so I thought I did something wrong. And I was like, oh, I'm young. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like 11. So, and yeah, I was like 11. And so I didn't even know what was going on. And so she slams the door in my face. And I thought I did something wrong. And then Granny Joyce comes in and she's explaining to me, hey, you did nothing wrong. This is something that girls have. This is something that girls go through. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then after that, I guess she kind of came to her senses. And then she comes in and she apologizes. And then we talk about it. We have conversations about it. So I remember how I felt in that moment. And I'm not knocking my mom because my mom is a great mother. She's amazing. But I remember how I felt in that moment. And I swore to myself I would never make my child feel that way. And so we started at an early age. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I did.
Panty liners in the backpack. This is what we do. And if anything happens, this is what you do. Don't keep it on long. Change it, fold it,
Wrap it
tissue
up.
paper. Yes. And we practiced that for a while. So she was at daycare. So she had to be less than 13 years old because at 13, you have to come out of daycare. She was at daycare. She started her cycle. And the girl and I was at work, and the woman at daycare at that time, I cannot remember her name, but I see her face, and she was
Miss
so
Shayla.
sweet. That's who it was. She said, Kaylin started her period. I was like, what? She said, but she's good. She's calm. She had things in her backpack. She said that you guys talked about it and you have been practicing. And I said, we have been. She said, she's fine. I'm just letting you know she started. She didn't mess up her clothes or anything, and she's good. And I get her home after work, and I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I already know what to do. And I'm like, okay. So there was not a slam door or anything because we had been practicing that. Because in that moment, I knew how I felt. But again, I don't knock her for that because you made me realize maybe in that moment in her life, she wasn't ready for that. Maybe in that moment in her life, because my mom, she was not saved her whole entire life,
Right.
but I was her only girl. At that time, we had an older brother. Boys and girls are totally different.
Right.
So I'm sure she wasn't ready for that particular situation or season in her life. And that makes sense. Have y'all ever, honestly, because I remember the lip thing, been teased in school about your lips, about
Yeah.
different things like that?
I was teased for lips, for being tall, for having hips.
Definitely
Great.
live.
I was called the Oreo.
I mean,
How did that make you feel with the dark skin? I think we get used to the lip jokes.
I don't get it. Like,
Yeah.
it was all when I was in DeKalb. I got made fun of for being dark, called the Oreo, turn the lights out, can't see Trinity.
Yeah.
Aw.
And then on the inside, they were like, but you act so white, so that's why they'll call me Oreo. And I'll be like,
Ah.
but I think it's
And
a
then-
confidence booster too.
it was, because now I'm older, I know I'm fine.
And pretty smooth
Period.
chocolate. That's my chocolate
Period.
drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody loves some chocolate. Oh,
I
That's what
totally
say
get it.
too.
So it didn't have
DJ
any
loves
lasting effect
chocolate.
on you or your
Uh,
confidence?
no, I love my skin color.
Yeah.
I love being chocolate. I think it's
Yeah.
I
Think so
think at
too?
the time when I was young, so I was like, dang, I don't like being,
Yeah.
But as I'm getting older, now everybody wants some chocolate.
This is
Right.
true. And as you get older,
not too much.
a lot of
not too much of that chocolate, baby.
and as you get older, people want your lips, they want your hips, they want all the things because I got teased because I was the tallest girl in school. But hey, it just kind of goes with it. And honestly, at the time, no, it was not a confidence booster for me. It definitely wore on me. Being bullied in school, different things like that. I know that um my mom, she was telling me that Talia was bullied in school and she never told y'all until she got older.
Let's just clear the air right quick.
Okay.
That was a lie. Talia
What?
lied to get babied. She was not
she
bullied.
did.
She was the bullier.
Oh,
Oh,
I can
okay.
see Talia
Yeah.
being a bullier. Okay,
See,
okay,
that's
okay.
not cool, you know. Don't,
Yeah.
don't do that. Don't do that.
I got you. I had a bullier too. But I was the one, like Chris was a little bit of a bullier, but I was a girl that got bullied in school. Number one, because we wore dresses every day. Number two, full lips, different things like that. We got teased, we got made fun of, but I'm good with that because at the time I wasn't, but now I'm good. It made me who I am.
You're like so sweet, you know.
Not
Like,
all the time.
I'm just saying, like, as a young person, you know, in school, being
Yeah.
bullied, you know, because of all the good things that you are. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I think I was a little different back then. I mean, you could definitely make fun of me,
Yeah.
of my lips or me wearing dresses, but I would be like, well, who are you?
Yeah.
You know?
That's
That's
how
Talia.
we are.
That
That's
is Talia.
Yeah.
For
And,
real.
as I grow up, I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
But because I'm like, you got the nerve to say something about me?
Yeah.
Do you not look in the mirror?
Yeah.
Like, for real. So
It's Talia.
It
I
is.
So
just
bad.
like, okay.
I would never
So,
say anything.
boo
I would
you
just
and
take
keep on
the
walking.
licks and keep on ticking because I remember this vividly, y'all, because you know how we were like in church and honestly really trying to be good Christians. I remember Papa telling us, sometimes you gotta turn the other cheek. And then as we were young, we turned the other cheek. We just like, whatever, you making fun of me, it doesn't matter. We walk away, we didn't do anything. But as I got older, so Papa, I'm not turning too many more cheeks. You know what I'm saying? This is going to stop. And then somewhere between turning cheeks and not turning cheeks, your girl became a fighter. And so I started putting hands on people and I really didn't even care anymore. I would fight anybody at any time. And I don't know if that was like in protection mode or if I was just sick and tired of people bullying me and pushing me and taking my kindness for weakness because I felt like I was nice to everybody. But then something shifted in my life, and I'm being honest. I didn't need any friends. And the very few that I did have, I was okay with. You know what I mean? And it wasn't hard for me to leave people behind. It was not hard for me at all. But if I cherished and valued who you were to me, you would always be with me. I don't care who you are. There's one of my friends, I don't even talk to her every single day, but I love her. Nikki. She lives in Fate, Texas. We became friends in nursing school. I love her. I cherish our friendship. Tamika Nettles, her too. Tara Capehart. We don't even talk every day, but if you are mine and you're my sister, then I'm down for you every day, all day long. But I'm not. I don't. It doesn't take long for me to leave people where they are. I don't have to be cool with you.
I think that kind of happens even with me,
Yeah.
the type of way that we grew up,
Mhm.
you know, where family to us was everything.
Yeah.
You know, and God was first and everything. We had so much love surrounding us as we grew up that way.
Mhm.
And at some certain point in our lives, after, you know, people had did us wrong or whatever, we just could be like, you know what? I don't need these people.
Yeah.
I got my family. I
Yeah.
got my church family.
Yeah.
And that's all that I need. I don't need anything
Right.
else besides God and my family.
Right.
And they make you feel good and feel loved. And so you be like, you know, I don't care about people outside
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I have all this that I need within my family.
Yeah.
So it like made us not really know a lot of people or make me not really know a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because like growing up in DeKalb, people would be like, do you know who this person is?
Yeah.
Like,
How do you not know?
them?
Yeah.
You're from DeKalb. I'm like, I'm from Vietnam, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Two different
That's where
spots.
I'm from. I said, I know it's
For
in
sure.
DeKalb, but
Yeah.
I'm from Vietnam.
Yeah, it doesn't take me long to leave somebody where they are, especially if you're not a part of my circle. What about y'all? Do y'all try to hold on to friendships or to relationships or different things like that that really doesn't mean and it's not for your good? Do y'all still hold on to stuff like that? People that y'all used to be friends with and honestly somewhere down the line they kind of hurt you. Do y'all hold on or try to be friends with people like that still?
Hold on to what?
That means no for you. Trinity, you saying yes?
I kind of do, just
Why?
because I think I just be thinking about how other people be feeling, maybe, or what they're going through
Yeah.
to make them make the certain decisions.
But then-
I don't know. I've always kind of been like a timid, quiet, non-confrontational since I was little.
Yeah.
So somebody did something mean to me, I'm forgiving them like ASAP.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
I
got you.
just
That used to be me. They used to tease us because they said you were me. Um, Taylor was Miyaka, and Talia was definitely you. And
Yes.
so that used to be who I was. And when I got older, I'm just like, ain't nobody got time for that.
All right.
You showed me who you are the first time. I'll forgive you because I'm like, hey, second time, I'm out of there. There's no way. I don't care what bad day you're having. I don't care what's going on in your life. You don't have to treat people mean. You don't have to be dirty to people. You don't have to
Right.
lie on people. You don't have to talk about people like that. So I'm exiting stage left. You don't need me and I don't need you. And so therefore, I'm going to leave you where you stand. I'm not going to try to hold on to something that doesn't want to be held on to. And that right there lets me know if you have to say something about me and you have to talk about me or people that I love or whatever the case may be, we don't need to be cool. We just need to be cordial. How you
that's
doing?
me. That's
I've
me.
And
never
go on.
like I've not always been like the type of person. I've tried to like two people showed me like you can't hold on to people who don't want to be friends with you.
That's right.
One was my cousin and one was my best friend since middle school. Well, she
Yeah.
was my best friend since middle school. I went to bat for these two people on multiple occasions,
Yeah.
and they still showed me that they didn't care. It was
Yeah.
always other people before me.
Yeah.
So I let them go. Like after them two, I just realized like you cannot be friends with everybody. You can be friends with somebody in the beginning, but as time plays out, people show you who they really are.
Yeah.
So I've had the same three friends since middle school, which is Faith, Alicia, and Kiana, and y'all all met them.
Yeah.
Like we've been friends for a long time. Like we don't talk every day, but we talk like every other day. We check on each other's kids, things like that. So I think they're my people. Like
Yeah.
they're my family.
Yeah.
I don't need anybody else.
Yeah.
And if I do bring somebody else, it's just like a cordial thing. Like I really don't tend to be best friends with these people anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
New people that I meet. That's just me, and I'm just like my wall is up with people
Yeah.
nowadays. So
Yeah, like I got my crew and everybody else is, hey,
yeah.
there's a season. I think there's a season for all things. Loving people, being a part of someone's life, and different things like that. And so sometimes when that season is done and up, sometimes that season is done and up, and that person is too. So you just kind of love on them when you can, and once that's done, then you just move on and you're done. You are done. So I think that honestly, who made you hard? I think a lot of this plays into who we are today. I know for me it does. The lip comments, the teasing at school, the dress wearing, all the things. It made me a little bit harder. And sometimes I think that, like we said, sometimes I think we can be a little bit too hard. But I also think that sometimes we can build that wall too thick, too high. And sometimes it's okay to let it down. Sometimes it's okay to let some people break through, but you have to have discernment with those types of people. And if your heart and your mind is telling you no, no ma'ams, no Sams, no Pams, no way, we're done. So don't be so easy to let that wall down. Don't be so easy to let people break through that wall. And that's for girls and for guys. I'm talking about relationships too. You know what I mean? Don't compromise. What you said that you're not going to compromise because people will try to make you compromise. And once you do, they think they got you. Sometimes you got to refocus your focus and keep it moving. And that's just me because they're going to make you hard. They're going to make you, and not even hard, but sometimes people make you think. Why? You know what I mean? Why? And then sometimes people do things to you and they refocus your focus and you have to just be like, you know what? You were here for a season. You made me. You didn't make me. I thought this way. I did this right here. Now I got to get back on track. I got to get back to what I know. And so I think that life's lessons makes us who we are, and we choose to pick up what we want and leave what we don't want. Like my mom used to say, eat the meat and leave the bones. Take what you need and then keep it moving. Because I don't need anything.
Yeah.
That's just me. Anybody got anything else they want to say? Come on, Trent, let's talk about it. You nothing? Don't be a bad
I,
guest.
I'm not trying to be.
I'm just joking, girl. That's your mama.
I just want to say back to the conversation we was talking about a while ago about like the starting your cycle thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Kudos to you for that, for teaching Kaden that. I didn't do that with my girls. I guess I should have taught them about it.
That was at Crystal House, and I started.
Yeah,
mine.
and I
Really?
just
Yes.
you know how
Yeesh.
and sometimes in life, like you said, you grew up with your kids. I feel like I grew up with mine. Had Trinity at
21.
at 21 years old. So I feel like I grew up with them too. But it was just I wasn't ready. So many things was happening so fast, and I just wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't ready for that.
She
And
really wasn't, y'all.
My mama, she was very open with us. Like we talked about sex, periods, like you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, we had conversations.
now, I mean, she was just very open. It was just like nothing was a secret. You know what I mean? And so for my kids, baby, birds, the bees, and everything else is gonna be talked about.
Right.
You know, because I feel like a lot of kids now they hide things,
Yeah.
and you shouldn't. Like I feel like you don't have to hide things. It's life. You know what I mean? Periods are life. Sex is
Please.
life. Like it's just life.
Yeah.
You know.
Please be real with your boys when they
Yeah.
grow up in
You know,
this
and I have
society.
boys, so it's a different world than raising girls. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
'Cause,
It really
yeah.
is. Because like I said, like going back to the conversations with my mom and dad, like my dad was like, you bet not. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That was a conversation.
Mhm.
You bet not. And then with mom, it was like, don't kiss on boys because you don't want to get pregnant. Don't do this because you don't want to get pregnant.
Mhm.
Don't do this because this is not what you're supposed to do. Don't premarital sex before you get because those were the laws. You know what I'm saying? This was biblical because we were Church of God in Christ. We were Koji all day long. And so we had those things. But me not knowing like for real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had a sex education teacher. They don't teach you nothing in sex education. They want to show you, like, how women have these babies. But talk to me how she had them. What happened before she had this baby? You know what I'm saying? What took place before she had this baby? Was it kissing and all of a sudden she got pregnant? Because that's exactly what I'm thinking in my mind as a Koji kid. You know, she kissed a man. Now she pregnant. No ma'ams, no Sams. There is a whole lot of other things.
She hugged him.
That part,
She
she
3
hugged
months.
him in
She
an
3 months
unsaintly
pregnant.
way. No, she got pregnant because she laid down, and this is what happened, right?
Right.
And so I was real with my kids. I told Caitlin, hey, I don't agree with this. I don't like it. I did it, but you don't have to do it. I don't want you guys to have sex before you get married. But I'm not stupid to say
Yeah.
that this is what y'all are not going to do. Never say what your kid ain't gonna do because that's the very thing that they're gonna
She
do.
always said that. Never say what your kid will not
because
do.
I've seen it too many times. They have an aunt. Well, my son ain't gonna do this. Your son did the very same thing that you said he wasn't gonna do, and he embarrassed you. And out here in these streets doing all the things that you said he wasn't gonna do. No, ma'am. I know my children. I know the world because I've been here for a little bit. I don't know everything about everything, but I know that I'm not gonna say my kid ain't gonna do that.
Right.
Because my kid may very well be the one who doing it and probably telling somebody else to do it.
Right.
So I told them, I don't want you having sex before you're married. But if you do decide to have sex before you're married, let's talk about it. Let's get on some birth control. Let's talk about what's out here. I showed them pictures of syphilis and sores on penises and different things like that. I did because I'm like, if you out here thinking that this is what you want and you don't want to wrap up nothing, this could be you. Is this what you want? Did I not? And if you want to go out here and be grown, let's talk about it. Let me go out here and buy you condoms. Let me put you on birth control. I want you to put condoms in your purse because don't ever think that some boy no, absolutely not. I'm not stupid to the fact. I'm not dumb. I'm not going to say my child's not going to have sex out here. I want you prepared.
Listen, she was prepared so well. Well, I wouldn't say I'm gonna say this. This is a story. But we were living in Dallas. We were going to college. I was dating Mateo's daddy. I didn't remember Trini was there or not, but she was there. I found out I was pregnant,
Mhm.
right? I
Yeah,
was
because you kept saying, Trinity, look at this, look at this, look at
yes,
this.
I was like so scared. I think I took like 2 or 3 pregnancy tests before I even told mama. And I text mama. I didn't even call her. I text her. I was like, I'm pregnant. And she never texts me back. So I was like, dang, I'm nervous now. She probably mad. So I called her and I was like, hey, did you get my text message? She was like, yeah. She was like, what did you expect? Y'all live together. Like, that's just how cool, calm, and collective she was. It wasn't like, well, yada, yada, yada. Or she was probably angry because I'm in college, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm pregnant. But it was just like, I'm not naive to the fact that you wouldn't get pregnant because y'all are living together. You know what I'm saying? If y'all living together, what are y'all doing? Y'all having sex, right?
That part.
And it was just like, oh, she probably still upset, but she's not gonna tell me if she's upset. She was just like,
Oh, I would.
well, yeah, but I guess it was just like more of like, well, what did you expect?
Yes.
I'm the opposite parent. I'm a
You
pussy.
are. You are definitely the
Why did you
opposite
do this?
parent.
Why?
she's a certified crash out when it comes to stuff like that.
She said
But
certified.
she was really mad when. Well, I would say it really hurt her when I told her I was pregnant with Matt, because that was more of like, this is something. Now Mateo, I wouldn't say, oh, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that, but it was like more of Mav. She was like, Kaylin, like, I don't want you to be like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was 2 kids deep and I was 26. I was pregnant because Mateo had just turned 2 when the day I found out I was pregnant. It was his birthday. And she was like, I don't want you
Cause really, y'all do what y'all do what y'all see instead of doing what we say. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the things when I was raising my girls. Like, I did not want them to do what I did. I wanted them to do what I say. And
But I
growing
think-
up in time, I had to realize that's not how that works.
Yeah, it's not. And I've learned that too because Mama said a lot of things to me, and I didn't believe it. Like, girl, that's you, not me.
Right.
That was your life, not
But it
mine.
comes back in a
But
circle.
it does. It
does.
came back.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting a taste of what it was that she went through. Now I do have a village to help me raise my kids, and I'm very grateful. So, you know, that part I can say. But when she was telling me when I was younger, don't do this because I did that, like, that's your life.
I used to think like that too.
But it really does come back around.
It really does.
So, but you want your kids to be 10 times better than you. You can only teach them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they're still going to do what they please.
This
Right.
is so true. You're right about that.
That's like, this might be TMI too, but like when I lost my virginity,
uh-huh.
she always like, he made you. No,
No.
nobody make me. I
Right.
did what I wanted to do because I wanted to do it. And for the longest, she could not
Fathom that.
fathom that.
I could not.
She couldn't.
It was
'Cause
crazy
Why, though?
Because
I'm her girl. I'm her first girl.
Right.
Like
Just how Granny
was with
was.
you. I'm her
Right.
first girl. She can't believe this is happening. Maybe somebody forced her. No,
and she don't act like that.
And I don't act. I'm quiet. I'm
Did
timid.
you just expect her? I have a question.
And-
Did you just like expect her to like not lose it, or was you?
I
not, were you-
did
but
Not
not.
one
so-
day. Like,
not
That
not
was that
then.
day
Right.
she decided.
No, no,
I lost
16.
my
I don't
virginity
think.
when I was 18. I was out of high
That's what
school.
she was
You know what I'm saying?
expecting.
I have not had a whole bunch of sex partners. When I love you hard.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it comes with all that. But I no.
Unrealistic
Maybe when she was
expectations.
That
turned
really
18, because
was.
I'm like, Trinity, what's more important in school? Family is important. Get yourself together. You know, don't depend on other people. Work hard for things that you want out of life, so you don't have to ask nobody for nothing.
I had
So-
all of that, but then somebody started liking me.
Yeah, and you start liking
I
them.
think
And
it's-
I was like, oh my
Let her
gosh,
tell
the
a
boy
story.
likes
Go
me.
ahead.
You know?
Yeah.
I was like, sheesh. And then it just happened. Next thing you know, she knew. She crying. She yelling. Trying to whoop me. What? What?
It was just a different place. I wasn't ready.
I'm laughing because the way she's doing it, but I totally
I wasn't ready.
understand.
And
I
All y'all was
understand.
there for, like, it
Yeah.
was a whole intervention. Like, I'm just a bad kid. Like,
Yeah, we were there for
and
the
she wasn't.
intervention.
This is life.
She was not a bad kid.
Did I?
And that's why it was so hard for me to fathom. I've never really had to whoop her butt.
Yeah.
I can look at her like this.
and I'm,
And she okay. I had never had to go through anything, and she was always like just a blessing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
God blessed me with you, baby.
Yeah.
You know, I know I shouldn't have had my legs open or whatever, but God blessed you with blessed me with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So was I? No, I was not ready.
Totally understand that.
it wasn't okay.
No, I wasn't.
So at this intervention, because please, rekindle my memory. What was I saying?
Okay, so, You already know about whole basketball
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
Blah,
I
blah, blah,
remember.
blah, blah. Somebody told Uncle Mark. Uncle Mark was like, you might as well. I was at y'all house. And
Okay.
y'all was like, you might as well go ahead and tell your mom before somebody else tell her. So y'all had walked me down to the house, 6212. We told Mom and, huh? Next thing you know, tears, I'm crying because I'm thinking I did something wrong. She crying. And then everybody in the room just watching everything unfold.
For real, because I'm waiting to jump to make sure Tammy don't jump on
Yes.
Trinity.
And she was like, put your phone right here or lay down.
Oh my
Go
God.
lay
I
down.
slid my phone so quick. I said, oh, you can have everything. I'm not getting no whooping today.
Oh,
It was bad
baby.
because you was trying to calm her down, but you was trying to calm me down. Uncle Mark hugging me, talking about it's okay.
And then,
Granny, like, it's okay. Everybody telling you it's okay, but it's not okay to you.
And she talks to me weird.
Like, what
this-
was weird?
I
she
feel like
was-
you felt weird.
I did because I was not ready.
Yeah.
And all this happened so fast. Like, she didn't never talk to me like that.
How did she talk to you? I don't remember.
I was not understanding nothing after I had sex. If you want me to be honest.
I get
I'm still on I had sex part. You mean your legs was open? I had sex.
Yeah,
I
I'm
get
still
it.
there.
Right.
And then you saying, I ain't sliding my phone, I ain't doing that. I ain't getting a whooping today.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was, Lord forgive me for everything I did, but I didn't do nothing like major that, I
She
love
didn't
my
with me.
kids,
No,
but
she didn't with me.
it was, I could not.
Can fathom in your mind that this was
this
your
same
baby.
little innocent baby.
Yeah.
I don't care how old she was, baby. This is my baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my heart broke.
Yeah.
Tears started flowing, baby. And I don't remember what I did after that, except was still thinking about this girl that had
You was mad at me for a
sex.
while.
Yeah. Crashed out.
because I've told her
You took me to the doctor. Test.
because things can happen.
Yeah.
When I was younger, hadn't had any kids, a bad thing happened,
Mhm.
and I didn't want my kids to go through that.
I
So I had to
understand.
tell them for real, like what's happening out there in the world, what people will do to you. These people that you think are your friends, we don't trust people like that, Don't let nobody see you here and they hug you, feeling touching there.
Yeah.
No, none of that.
Especially in decap. She was heavy on, I don't really want y'all around. If y'all see a group, come on back.
Yeah.
And I named
Yeah.
names.
Yeah.
So when
So
you
we
around
was always
these people,
cautious around those
Yeah.
when I seen.
and maybe I did a little too much, but I just wanted them to be aware of their
Yeah.
surroundings, what was going on, what decaf was.
There's nothing wrong with that. And you're right about that for sure. I think that as parents, I don't know. I keep it 100 in my brain and in my mind. I tell my kids I like to live in reality. La La Land is okay for a certain period of time, but then you have to come up out of there. And you have to be realistic. You have to think real thoughts, because I know that one day, even though she was a teenager, all the things, I know one day she's gonna have sex. She wants to see what that's about. She's gonna think she's in love with somebody, and then she wants to explore. And the only thing that I can do is make sure that she knows, hey, I'm gonna need you to do this, that, and that if you ever feel like you want to be in that situation. And my boys as well. So they knew my expectations. Did you not? Did I not? I made my expectations very clear. But on the other side of that, I made sure that my kids were prepared for whatever they thought that they wanted to do, because I did not want babies, STDs, HIV, none of those things. So I was realistic with my kids. Now, once I found out, girl, yeah, I was upset about it. But then, I mean, what could I do about it? The damage was already done. They decided to do that, but I just wanted to make sure that they were good. Even with my youngest, you know what I'm saying? Baby, I'm going to tell you how I found out that this was even going on. We were looking for a driver's license in his car because he couldn't find him. And so I'm just looking for driver's license. I'm going around. I said, well, they got to be in your car somewhere. And I said, so we'll just look for it, right? Heavy on Jesus. Boy, just pray about it. Ask God to give you direction on where your driver's license are.
Right.
Okay?
Definitely.
So then I'm looking in the car, and in the back seat, behind the seat, those little holders back there, I reached back there because I'm like, well, maybe they in here. Reach down there. I come out with a whole box of condoms that are open. Magnums at that.
I know.
I'm like,
My heart broke. We can't.
excuse me. What is this? Nothing but a smile. I said, "You out here having sex?" I said, "Don't you lie to me."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was it.
I can
'Cause
see
the
Cameron
smile-
too. I can see
The
him.
smile is the nervousness of him. He laughs when he's nervous. He smiles when he's nervous. And he ain't gonna lie. He just won't say a word. And I can read everything. And
That
I'm
sound
like,
that's like me.
Yeah.
I just put him on back in there. We drove on where we had to go. And actually, we were on our way to Tyler, Texas, because he was having surgery on his leg. And I was like, my God. So I had a whole 2-hour drive to just think about. I questioned a couple questions, but I'm like, well, and even with that, I'm like, well, at least he wearing condoms, because I sure told him that. Don't ever go nowhere dry. You better put on some condoms. And so at least he's doing that. So I was just like, okay, Lord, we ain't got no babies out here, but we ain't doing what thus said the Lord. But y'all out here doing what you out here protecting yourself. So I'm you take that for that, because honestly at this point, y'all living your own lives. I can't get you into heaven. You got to get yourself there. So I'm just like,
But what age did it stop? Where
what?
like you said, you can't get them into heaven. That's the thing with me. I didn't know like a proper age for me to be like telling them everything that they needed to do. I told them like sporadically over time as we grew up.
We
Because
started.
different things were happening and different things were changing. And
True.
that's when I found out it was like necessary to tell them what was going on then. But that's why I kind of failed as being a parent.
That's not
I
even.
wouldn't say
That's not.
failed.
That's not failed.
I waited
That's
till it
not.
came.
That's not failed.
Well,
That's
messed up a
honestly.
little.
I'm not gonna even say that was fail. I'm gonna say that was like living in denial, and sometimes we live there because I feel as if our parents lived in denial as well, because they never really taught us or told us the 100% gospel about the birds and the bees, right? They told us about girls getting pregnant, different things like this. This is not what you want. God wants this. He requires this, and so yes. But they didn't break things down for us. I don't remember. So I broke things down for my children, and I started breaking things down before Caitlin even started having her menses. I started breaking things down when they were young, because I graduated from nursing school in 2008, and in 2008 is when my education on STDs went like sky high, and this is when I started breaking stuff down for my kids. I was like, oh no. This, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. So in 2008, however, Cam was born in 2000, Kaylin was born in 96, Chris was born in 98. So they were young. And I'm telling you, this is what we're doing. And so we talked about that constant, all of the time. And so, because we weren't having that. I remember, different situations when we were young, family members, mamas talking, how we're young and we can hear our mamas talking about their kids. This boy coming here talking about he burning down there. We can hear those types of situations. And I was like, burning? What is that? Are they on fire? You know what I'm saying? Being young and hearing those types of things. And so I was not ready to be that mom where they're having conversations with each other, but not with their children, because we don't even know what's going on. So I was not going to be that girl. So I was all about truth with mine, showing pictures. And she was young, but I'm showing her penis. This is what this looks like right here if you have this. So I just think that as parents, we have to do our children justice and be totally honest. Don't be crashing out talking about somebody forced her. Ain't nobody forced her. She did what she wanted to do.
She got better at it with the next ones. I think it was just hard. I was like that breakthrough, like that was the hard
She was
one.
a reality setter.
Yeah, because it
for
was
sure.
better with the next ones.
Was it? I'm talking about with the girls, for real, because I feel like she kind of crashed out on a couple of them. On
It wasn't
Taylor
as
and Talia.
Taylor was
crashed out,
different.
Yeah, I know,
each time.
but it's okay. I understand.
Each time.
As a
Because,
mom,
yeah,
She's
each
certified,
time.
yeah.
so it's okay.
Certificate in it and everything.
It's certified crash.
So I got
PhD,
certified.
baby. I got a PhD.
She
in-
said, "I got that PhD."
It's not for nothing. It's certified. There you go.
I mean, it's legit though.
Yeah,
You have
because-
3 girls.
Yeah,
You don't have. Well, I personally feel like it's totally different having girls and having boys, because
Could you
the
imagine
lessons are
two
still
of
the
you?
same,
But some-
but on a
but the
different
thing
way.
about it is, like Mateo, having 2 of me, Mateo is me. He is very blunt. He's very emotional.
Yeah.
And he has an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Maverick has an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Maverick is low key kind of blunt too, because he gonna tell you no when he don't want
He'll
something to
crash
be
out.
done.
Low key.
But my kids are
ones,
me,
yeah.
but they are boys.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I
My
feel like it's
math.
kind of harder to explain to boys, birds and the bees about girls and this and that. You know what I mean?
It ain't hard. You just got to do it because honestly, you don't want to be that parent that don't explain and then someone
Oh, I'm explaining
in
everything.
middle school trying to teach your
How
kid.
mama did us.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like when you have syphilis.
I learned a lot of stuff in school. So
Yeah.
you showed me. I mean, you didn't show me, but you told me some things. But most of the stuff I learned in school.
I got you.
So
Makes
by
sense.
bad kids.
But
Yeah.
the thing about it is we work in the medical field too. So
Yeah.
it's
All four of us.
so it's just like it's
Yeah, I
just,
see the
hey,
medicine all
you
the
gotta
time
be
in the
open.
Yeah,
pharmacy.
yeah, for sure, for
So
sure.
you gotta be open about it.
You do. You definitely got to be open about it. So man, yeah. So listen here, who made you hard, sis? I think all of these things made us who we are. All these things made us super hard. And honestly, it's a good thing. I think that it's a good thing. I don't think that any of this is a bad thing unless we hold on to grudges and different things like that. And
Mhm.
honestly, I don't because
can't.
you
Me
just
either.
you made me who I am. Thank you for the life lessons. Thank you for the ones who hurt me. Thank you for the ones who cheated on me and you got caught because you made me realize this, that, and the third. Thank you to the ones who constantly talk about me every single day.
Thanks for the grow up.
That part, you hear me?
Appreciate
Because
you.
I appreciate it. Because without you and your negativity, there would be no strong Kamisha
Right.
at all. Because honestly, my skin is a little bit thicker, my shoulders are a little bit broader, and I'm good. And I'm standing up a little bit taller, chest out, and I'm good with that. I know you talk about me, but I'm good.
Thanks for the grow up,
That
baby.
part, but we're
Appreciate
good.
you.
And that's a lesson that we have to learn. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because once we start letting people's words affect us, that's when we're not growing up. Because my friend Anthony did this on Facebook not too long ago, and it was so funny to me. But he was so right. He said, someone finally said, "That's too much." That's when you know you didn't made it. When your processes are too much, that's when you know you made it. When people talk about you for no apparent reason and you've not done anything to them, that's when you know you're doing something right. You've made it, or you're making it, and you're making a difference. And hey, I'm good with it. I'm 100 with that. One question though, before we get up out of here, do you think that the timid girl that you were growing up, or the little timid girl that you were growing up, or the little timid girl that you were growing up, who are you is she still there, or we got somebody different?
Got somebody different with me.
I feel you on that. Even in your voice, it tells me.
I'm not gonna. I probably would never go back to that little timid girl because I feel like it did me no justice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Nowadays, like I've grown. Like I'm finna fight this girl. Whatever the case may be, has grown too.
Mhm.
Like I'm just not who I used to be
Gotcha.
in different ways. So that's how I say I'll probably never go back to that timid girl.
I got you. Trini, what about you?
I think
She don't hold on. She don't even reside nowhere amongst you. Sometimes, maybe.
No, my confidence is great. Like I don't let people bother me.
Yeah. Okay. Good. What about you, Trin?
mine. She's still there.
Yeah.
I think she'll always be there. I think I'm just not a hard person. I wear my heart on my sleeves. I
Yeah.
love hard. I like to be kind to people. I don't like arguments. I don't like confrontation. First thing I do is cry. If I don't cry, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
I'm just always been like that. I think that's always who I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I think I balance it well. It keeps me humbled. Make sure I try to look at everything from multiple perspectives and not just my own.
Yeah.
So I like the way that I am. I'm gonna keep being like that. If people don't like it or it's too timid, oh well.
Yeah.
I think I'm not as timid as I was when I was little, just
Yeah,
letting
yeah.
people bully me and stuff like that.
You do
'cause I
stand up for
was-
yourself. Yeah,
I
for
would
sure.
stand up for myself, but I'm gonna definitely cry about it later.
Yeah.
And sometimes I might even apologize because that's just maybe I did something wrong for somebody to set them off or something.
Yeah.
But
I got you.
I like who I am.
I got you. As long as you comforted with it and you love it, I like it too. I got you. What about you, Tim?
I think that she's still there a little bit. I can kind of here, like back in the back,
Yeah.
real low back there. But I'm still growing up.
Yeah.
I'm still going through stages in my life, so I just know who I am or try to be, and I know how I want to be treated. So, does she come out if I wanted to?
Yeah.
But no, she not really.
Yeah. I got you.
She said it perfect. I'm still growing up.
Yeah.
I'm just 24, so yeah, I'm still growing
Yeah,
up.
you still a baby, so you definitely
And I'm
still growing up.
45, but
I gotta
Yeah.
fall on my face. I don't think I've ever. Well, that NCLEX made me fall on my face a little bit.
Yeah, that's
After that NCLEX, that was a big adjustment.
yeah.
Uh,
You have to
yeah.
readjust. I got you,
Yes.
but you okay though. But you already know why that happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
For me, she still resides. You know where the money resides. She still resides every now and again, but she only resides honestly to keep me in a place to where I'm humble. Because sometimes I feel we can be a little bit too tough, and then with that we can be nonchalant, and nothing bothers us. And things bother me, and I like it when things bother me because that lets me know that I feel I'm growing, I'm processing,
You
and I'm good
care.
with that. And I do care. But I care to the point of, is it messing with me? Is it true? You know what I'm saying? Is it messing with me? Is it taking away from me, from my personality, or whatever the case may be? I take all that into consideration. Is it kind? Someone sent me a video the other day. This lady that I really care about. She sends me some really good nuggets, and so it was like, is it true? Is it kind? You know, you have to just process these types of things. It helps you, like in marriages, different things like that, relationships, and it can help you just being who you are. So I have to process. And so, yeah, she's still there because she's still trying to process. Because if I didn't let her, then there would be no processing. I would be like, man, gone, gone, you know? And so I don't do that. I process things. I let things, make sense to me. Maybe you could do self-evaluations. Hey, you know what? You could have did that a little bit better, or you could have said this a little bit more kinder. So yeah, she does. But as far as like picking on me and stuff like that and trying to make me feel some type of way, you can hang that up. I'm done with that. I am done with that because what you say about me is invalid. I do not care. I love me. I love who I am. I love the woman that I'm becoming because I need my family. I love my family, my children. You know what I'm saying? I don't need one's opinion of me to make me who I am or make me feel some type of way because I don't care what they have to say. So as long as I know and I feel and that I'm good and God is leading me, I'm fine. I don't have to have anything or anything. Nobody's else opinion should matter. You know what I mean? So today was a very good episode. Thank y'all. Oh, we have more coming. But we're gonna leave with the positive, the same thing. So someone who's going through the same thing we were going through, someone who's kind of at a crossroad of, you know what I'm saying? I still feel this way, or what should I do? Or a mom that daughter just told her I had sex for the first time and she about to crash out, or she didn't already crashed out by 10 times. Or that mom that has boys, or whatever the case may be, or was that girl that was picked on in school and now she's like, forget y'all because I'm confident and I'm good and all of that. Leave someone with the positive on today, and we'll see them on next week. Who wants to start first? Let's just go around this way. Caitlin, go ahead and start. Give someone a positive. Just whatever it's on your heart.
I would just say find your confidence. Because once you have your confidence, can't nobody tell you.
Hey, man, let's
yourself.
go.
Like it.
There you go.
I say stay true to yourself in any and everything. Pray. Just
Good
be
go.
true to yourself.
Let's go.
Oh,
All right. Tell me, what about you?
Just know who you are.
Yeah.
Trust the process and trust that you will make good decisions. Believe in yourself.
I got you. I'm with all of these. Mine is trust the process. Know who you are. One's opinion of you does not matter. As long as God is first in your life, he's going to always lead you and guide you where you need to be, where you need to go, and who you need to be with. Have discernment about the people that you follow or the people that surround you at all times. And God is going to definitely take you through. If he brings you to it, he'll bring you through it. Amen. Amen.
Clap,
All right,
clap.
guys.
What's
Thank
up,
you so much
Jocelyn?
for joining us today. If you like this episode, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and we're trying to grow our family on this side of town. Thank you.